Hi friends, this is Kagi with you, and this is our fourth ADV school lesson. Today, we'll be taking a look at some techniques and exercises that I saw from the Australian blogger Adam Riemann, if I'm pronouncing that right. There will be a link or a screenshot from his channel somewhere around here. And in today's exercise, we'll be working on things like popping. Don't confuse it with your butt. It doesn't really have much to do with that. Or maybe it does. It doesn't matter. What is it? It's a brief, precise throttle blip. And carefully lifting, or more accurately, unloading the front wheel to effectively get over various challenging obstacles like deep ruts, small fallen branches, protruding rocks, and a multitude of other similar impediments. This is done without the clutch, and please don't confuse it with a wheelie. This is not a wheelie at all. And if you try to do a wheelie using this technique, you'll crash. So don't try it. Let's start with a preparatory exercise. The main preparatory exercise is to briefly open the throttle and then immediately close it. You need to train yourself to do exactly this movement. You open it and then immediately close it. Let the rear wheel slip and try not to be afraid of it. You can shift your weight while practicing, but the first thing is opening and closing the throttle. Once again, from the reverse angle. Great, now that you've practiced with the throttle, you instinctively close it right away. You're not afraid of the rear wheel slipping. My rear tire is a bit deflated right now, so it's not slipping as well, but if you ride with normal pressure, it would slip much better. Now, I'll put down the kickstand to show you. This is the essence of this method. You're riding along and you suddenly see some kind of significant obstacle directly ahead of you on your path. And in response, you instinctively make a precise movement like this. You deliberately compress the suspension system, carefully shift your body weight back, briefly and smoothly open the throttle, and then promptly return to your original position. This way, your front wheel gets unloaded. And instead of hitting the obstacle hard, the suspension absorbs it. It does its job. Sometimes you can even lift the front wheel. This is very helpful when you're riding on a road with rain ruts, various channels and things like that. And you need to quickly hop over them, so to speak, without losing any significant speed or momentum. Now I'll show you in this direction, then the other way, back and forth, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Now I'll show you without using the throttle. So I compress and lean back. Compress and back. I felt that this movement, when done correctly, gives a really good sensation. That's when you're riding with the edge of your butt right on the seat. In that case, it usually works out really well. And that means you've leaned back far enough. And you opened the throttle at just the right time. Here too, you need to maintain a certain rhythm. You open the throttle when you load the suspension. There, we're riding. I opened it just a little bit. Oops, I kicked up some dust. Well, hopefully you can still see what's happening. Here we go, we're riding. Oops, that happens too. Well, I lifted it up too much. Honestly, I didn't need to keep giving it gas, I just felt like it. Actually, yeah, the goal of this exercise isn't to ride on the rear wheel. This is roughly how you exactly do it, and you eventually get to the point where the front wheel loosens up, sometimes even lifts off a little, which allows you to ride over certain bumps or uneven spots. Now I'll put a couple of branches on the path so you can get a general idea of what this is for. Let's say, for example, these kinds of branches. I'm just putting them here as an example. But obviously, this won't exactly reflect the real situation, so to speak. To really show the point, I'd need bigger branches, but it doesn't matter. Right now, I'll show you how this technique helps you get over even bigger ones. Obstacles. There's a good log here. Maybe we'll use it now. So, here's a demonstration. We're riding. Up, and we got over it. Oh, and I scattered them all over the place. Yeah, there's a bigger log over there. I'll grab it. I think it's more interesting. Obstacle swap, folks. Let's switch it out. This one's really easy. Well, you get the idea anyway. What's the point? Well, for me, this technique is mainly for getting through ruts, because it really helps with ruts. These little streams after the rain, I don't even know what they're called, especially when there's a slope on both sides and you're riding in one direction, then there's a sharp climb, so you quickly unload and get through. But this isn't a log, it's a small sapling, it's super thin. I even think it'll probably snap under my motorcycle, but that doesn't matter. Now I'll show you clearly how this technique helps you get through. First, I'll just ride over it with steady throttle. I won't do anything at all. You can get through like this too. But you'll wear out your arms if you have to go over a lot of these obstacles in a row. Plus, there will be a bit of instability. Let's see now. So I'm showing you with steady throttle. If there's an obstacle you're riding, you don't need to do anything. Just keep the throttle steady and ride over it. It bounced me up a little bit, and the same goes for the other direction too. Overall, it's fine. You can get through. Especially considering it's a pretty small log. I didn't even feel it much in my arms, my suspension absorbed it. But if you're riding like this all the time, or if there are more obstacles, it'll wear your arms out. So you're riding along, and suddenly, oh wow, is that a log? You just hop over it and keep going. That's the technique. Maybe you saw it, maybe you didn't, maybe you'll have to watch this again sometime. Now I'll do a few of these logs in a row and we'll see how it looks. The main thing here is that it's like a marathon. You need to conserve your energy. In other words, the less effort you spend on all this, the better. If it's just a single isolated obstacle, you can simply ride smoothly over it without unnecessarily wasting any precious energy. Just make absolutely sure you're completely relaxed, not tense at all, and the motorcycle will calmly and effortlessly carry you right over it. But if there are a lot of them on the trail, your hands will go numb if you keep hitting the wheel like that all the time, especially if it's something hard. Yeah, a double one, so to speak. Basically, I need to move the front wheel over. Well, something like that. The exercise is straightforward. There's nothing super difficult about it. You'll definitely learn how to do it. There's nothing complicated here. Oh, did it fly away from me? I lifted it up way in advance so it would be visible on camera. Actually, the log was pretty far away there. I should probably clean up after myself here. That's the kind of training session we had. I hope you found it interesting. Subscribe to our Telegram channel. There I post videos from YouTube and other platforms that I found interesting. They're cool about touring enduro, off-road, exercises and more. Keep training. This was Kagi with you. Bye-bye. Take care.